Yo, but I wanted to show you the. This is so cool.
कभी चलता नहीं गोल्ड मेडल FR वायर्स जो ना आग पकड़े ना धुआं फैलने दे है ना अमेजिंग
Okay, get in the zone. Hey, I'm back after watching Avatar: The Way of the Water. You know what? Let's break it down from the top. Story-wise, there's not much of a story. Main character, his family goes to a different place. The Way of Water. Like, I forgot what the title of the movie was. Only when they reached to that watery place, watery place. Then I thought, oh wait, Avatar: The Way of Water. Of course, of course. Like, only then it clicked me. Okay, Way of Water. That's why we were spending so much of time in the water. And so that the overall story arc is that I felt that the villain's story arc was so much better explored. Like the villain in the first part, he dies, but he gets his consciousness, and he comes back as an avatar, and he has a son, and all that is just the villain's transformation, and the villain's character arc was so much better made. And okay, story's done. Graphics, of course, we have to talk about the graphics. Avatar 1, when it came out, that was revolutionary for the 3D. Everybody remembers that. Like, okay, it was 3D movie, whoa, 3D. And James Cameron is known for inventing new technologies just to make the movie. Terminator 1, if you rewatch Terminator 1, 1980s, 70s, like the last scene where the CGI Terminator, like that was revolutionary for that time. Terminator 2, look how advanced that was for that time again. And what was the other one? Titanic. Again, Titanic, such a big ship sinking. Whoa, like James Cameron really pushes envelopes, man. He really does. It's also Alien, Alien, the movie. The alien, alien monster alien in that movie. Like, he really does invent new technologies to incorporate in his movies. So similarly, what he did with Avatar, now he is doing the same thing in the part 2. Because right now, the CGI, think about all the movies that we have watched in the last decade. Well, ever since Avatar 1, the number of movies in 3D and the number of movies that uses special effects, it got so much saturated, right? Think of the movies which won awards for visual effects. Tenet, Dune. Yeah, Dune was okay because Dune really looked realistic. Like, of course, spaceship coming up, big sand and all that, but it looked realistic. Like, that's how ahead of the curve you have to be in this day and age, especially after the Infinity Saga, Avengers Infinity War Saga. Because Thanos' planet, it's so much big things and all that, Infinity Stones and all that. The whole point is that the CGI has gotten so realistic that everything looks real, like mostly. And in this day and age, to still take us the audience into a different world and shows, whoa, that is just rare. It really is rare. And that's why Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, Mission Impossible series, it still holds. People enjoy watching it because they know that this is real, like real. That is Tom Cruise hanging. That is Tom Cruise jumping. That is real. So yeah, graphics wise, Avatar 2 absolutely amazing. And this one, the frames per second, I was so impressed. I didn't know it was shot in 48 frames per second, almost 60. In some places it was 60 frames. Like, we as gamers, we have played so many games that we can distinguish, right? Oh, that's 60 frames. No, of course, above 60 we cannot distinguish. Like, between 120 and 240 hertz, that we can distinguish that. But we can clearly see the difference between a 30 and a 60. That is just easy. That is, any untrained eye can also notice that. Okay, this video is smoother. Like, this camera right now is like 24 frames per second. So it's not as smooth. I don't have a better camera, my bad. But when you watch the movie, it's just so smooth. It flows so smooth. Like, I can, that's 60 frames. Like my friend, he was sitting beside me. He was like, can we just stop? I was so impressed. Like, whoa, it's so smooth, so smooth. And almost the entirety of the movie, I kept saying, wow, so smooth, man. It's like, in some places, it was like watching a video game trailer. Completely honest. And yes, the irony is that only when the aliens and all that stuff is in close range, close range, and they're moving slow, that's when you realize the details. That क्या बोलते हैं, fingerprints and the nails and the teeth and every small detail. Wow, that's real. Wow, that's real. But when it's a high flying action, the spaceships, military aircraft going on, and they're riding the dragons, not dragons, but yeah, let's call them dragons. And then it's smooth. It really is smooth. And the waterfalls, like all those, it is quite smooth. But you can, in some of those fast-paced action, you can distinguish, okay, this is like a video game, and that's like a video game. Like for me, I played so much of video games, and of course, we have watched so many video game trailers. See, video game trailers, what they do, those cinematic video game trailers, they try to make it as, well, cinematic as possible. And also, the video game trailer is not at all the same with the real game. You know that. For those of you who plays games, you know that. So yeah, it was like watching video game trailers all over. It was just so smooth. It was really quite smooth. And what else? Graphics is done. Of course, the post-Avatar depression. There was a new phenomena that I just looked it up, and of course, I've read some articles. Yes, it is true. True in the sense, after watching Avatar for 3-hour runtime, like we got lost in it. Whoa, what's gonna happen next? It's not like that suspense wala thing. It's like we're exploring the world with the characters. Oh, we're swimming. Oh, there's a giant whale. Oh, look at these crab things. Oh, we're hunting the whales. Like, what's gonna happen next? Like, it's not like a detective murder mystery where oh, who's this, what's next. It's not that suspense. It's more like, wow, I want to know there, I want to go there, I want to be there. Like that it keeps you reeled in. So yeah, after the end of 3 hours of watching this movie, when we came out, like, whew, wow, that was real, huh? That was something else. Like, it was that. Remember Infinity War? Infinity War. And at the last scene when Thanos snaps everyone and it's like, oh no, they're gone. Oh no. So that feeling, imagine that feeling, like you want to know what happens next, right? So and you really want to be in the shoes of the characters like Captain America, Iron Man, to see where they go. So it was like that. And of course, at the end of Endgame. After the end of Endgame, like when you see all these characters through that was also a 3-hour runtime movie, yeah. So after Infinity War, that sense of kind of relief, and also that entire saga has completed. Like, wow, that was something. That was one hell of an experience, right? So it was like that. Avatar: The Way of Water will keep you in that flow. Like, whoa, I want to go there. Let's go there. Then James Cameron takes you there, actually. And there are slow scenes. Obviously, 3-hour runtime. It's slow scenes, but the entire 3 hour is like you're in a different planet. You're actually in different planet. And I remember this one moment in the movie while watching, when the human characters pop up. I'm like, hey, humans! It's like I really felt that I was a part of that. Pandora. I was a part of Pandora, and when a human popped up, like, hey, human. It's like that is how entrancing that is. The world of Pandora. It was just so beautiful. It was very beautiful. And coming to Pandora also, these movies are supposed to be watched in IMAX, and I just researched how many IMAX theaters are in India. Yes, India, the largest democracy in the world. I'm in India right now. So there are only 22, and none of them are on the east side. Like, out of those 22, most of them are in the west side, because Mumbai obviously is the entertainment city of India. So Mumbai, Pune, like all the west, in the west coast of India. None in the east. So yeah, that was something, of course. But Avatar, I don't know if there are more IMAX would pop up. Maybe I'll watch it in America, because America has lots of IMAX. And this got me to think that to experience Avatar, you have to watch it in a really good theater. I watched it in the most expensive movie theater in the East Coast, not East Coast, East side. East doesn't have a coast, okay? I mean the East India, in the, you know, the map of India, the east side, in the entire East hemisphere of India. There's the most expensive theater was in G City, Guwahati City Metropolitan. It was Inox Insignia. Inox Insignia, that cost like 570 rupees or something. It was almost, how much? Almost $10. Almost $10 of ticket. And yeah, I watched it there, so the experience that I felt was okay, wow, worth it. I would have loved to watch it in an IMAX theater. Of course, it's not possible for me there. But imagine watching it, means I wouldn't know how this movie would be in 2D, right? For someone who maybe can afford it, but they still wanted to watch, they watch it in 2D, and the whole experience is like bad, you know? I don't even know if it's in 2D or not. Maybe it's only for 3D. But imagine if somebody would only watch it in their TV screen or their laptop screen or something like that. The whole experience is just not there. So this experience, this review that I'm doing is from what I have experienced, you know? And of course, most people who have watched it in theaters, they would know what I'm talking about. It depends on the theater, depends on the screen, depends on the sound, the whole thing. And since I was there in G City at that time of release, and also I could afford the most expensive ticket in the most expensive theater, so I watched it there. Though that experience was really good, I really felt it. If there was an IMAX theater, would I have gone? Of course I would have gone. Like, that is the whole point. In IMAX 3D, Dolby 5.1, 7.1, the best experience possible. And this also brings me to Christopher Nolan movies. Like, he wants his movies to be watched in IMAX, but sorry sir, we don't have IMAX. we don't have the technology to experience your movies to its fullest. Like, really, I really wish that I would have watched The Dark Knight and Interstellar, Tenet. I really wish I would have watched it in theaters. Forget IMAX, just in theaters. I wish I would have watched those movies in theaters, but it's okay. With a heavy heart. But the way Christopher Nolan sir intends for his movies to be watched, really, of course I would want to watch it exactly like that. But since we don't even have IMAX theaters, neither we have the, you know, good theaters. So yeah, that's that. So okay, so Avatar: Way of Water, like, really, I wish for everyone who could watch it. You know, regardless of, you know, of course, the better theater it is, the more enhanced your experience is. But it's not like you wouldn't have fun anyways, you know. Take out a bunch of your friends, go to any theater, just watch it. Oh wow, and just do commentary, just like I was doing commentary. It was really fun, really fun. So I think that was all I had to say for Avatar. Did you like my reaction video to the movie that I watched? And you know, I'll see you next time. See ya, bye bye. I do watch Avatar. Like, great movie. Avatar, I don't know about 3, 4, but Avatar 5, the last Avatar, I would most definitely watch it in IMAX. I don't care if I have to fly to a different city, different country, I don't care. But Avatar 5, the last one, I would watch it in IMAX. IMAX 3D, the best. Thank you so much for watching. Check out all these drawings. I love you all. Subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.